package with the mini split.
Ah, yeah?
Any resemblance to reality, it's purely coincidental.
Hey you, does this also happen to you? You ordered online your ductless mini split air conditioner and the packaging, it was, at least they include the line set, but no, this is not exactly what you need to condition your bedrooms, your living rooms, your home, your place of business. The actual packaging of a ductless air conditioner might look like something like this. And what I believe it's required, aside from only these two boxes, which is somehow what's included in here, before determining a price, it's extremely important to understand what is that this device is going to be installed. Why? Extremely important to understand that we will need an electrical circuit breaker and wiring involved from point A to point B, which is point A will be your main electrical panel or your substation from your main electrical panel, to point B, which is going to be the disconnect box that is going to be energized from point A to point B, so that then we can feed from B to C the power into our condensing applications. How much wire? Talk to me about the length and the amount of amperage that I need, depending on the amount of thermal BTUs on the appliance that is going to be installed. Now, in order to mount this device on the wall, I am gonna need some anchors and some screws. So consider this to be part of your installation. Now, going back to the electrical portion, are you aware of surges? Electrical surges, do you know what that is? If you don't, let me make you aware that there's many electrical computers inside your indoor and outdoor pieces of equipment, and if you don't have a voltage range monitor or an electronic surge protector, your manufacturer might not cover any warranties if you don't have either or. So it will be extremely important for you to ask yourself, if you live in a neighborhood where there's power outages or it's constantly be hitting by lightning and the electrical poles are nearby. Just saying. Now, all of the following are a must. If you want to save yourself some space, you might be able to do something like this. This is the BRM kit. It's a voltage range monitor that I installed right in here. And it will have the disconnect, the BRM kit voltage range monitor, and the surge protector, everything included within just one box, so that you can disregard any harming within power spikes or electrical surges to your electrical components inside your piece of equipment. Now, remember that I say point A to point B on that installation factor regarding the distance on the electrical? Well, this piece of equipment, which looks kind of like this, it pairs to this piece of equipment, which is going to be somewhere inside your property. The amount of line set that comes inside the box is average 16 feet. That means that the unit comes pre-charged within a level of refrigerant for a maximum length of 16 feet. more than what's supplied within your piece of equipment, then you will need more of that and more of the fluid, which it happens to be in this case 410A, and it's sold separately by ounces. Depending the amount of extra length of refrigerant lines, we will ounce the weight of the refrigerant to determine the amount of money that we're gonna charge for adding that refrigerant that is needed, because we need more, or the distance between the indoor and the outdoor. So if within your installation plan you are making arrangements so that you are within those 16 feet, you can be sure that this and some extra of these are not gonna be an expense. But if you don't know, then we will need to determine that before we issue a quotation, or before you attempting to purchase anything in your own, which sometimes ending up being more expensive. Why? A lot of people don't know those lines. I have a small representation within Slimline by Inaba Denko of America, and we have liquid, suction, communication wire, and condensation hose. Everything encapsulated on this PVC cover that you can anchor into the exterior of the wall. And that, me personally, I like it more, because in the event of having to dig or trace any refrigerant leaks, it's as simple as removing covers and sniff or trace where we fail or what exactly happened, to make it less invasive for the consumer right after that installation that has been done. And I like to believe that they tend to be more attractive depending on the type of encapsulation that you're using. I would like to make you aware that we have covers in every single color: ivory, white, black, gray, so you name it. In the event that we don't have the color that you want, we may be able to make it possible for you. Now, once we talk about all of the miscellaneous and little attachments that we might need in order to conquer our actual mini split, we need a bunch of craftsmanship tools in order to make it happen. And those tools might require things like vacuum oil. And a question that I ask, that is asked for me often is, hey Roberto, well, how much is the oil? Well, let's just say that on average, this bottle can be more than $20 at the supply house, but I do not sell oil. I need to go to the supply house and acquire it, and that generates an expense on my end or for my technicians. So we put up the price contemplating everything that we bring to deliver craftsmanship. And if you can gather some information yourself, we might be able to come up with a very accurate ballpark figure. Last but not least, it's extremely important to mention that there is other important attachments that they're not necessarily things that you need, but things that you can attach into your devices to improve indoor air quality, or make them just run better or smoother. In the event that your indoor unit is incapable of discharging the water somewhere and you need to go within the water up, you might need yourself a condensation pump. And if you don't want to see it any near the unit, the Mini Aqua, it's a pump that you can fit in the inside. If I'm not mistaken, it is the slimmest on the market, and it will fit right behind the unit so that you don't get to see it right underneath. And if you want to reduce any maintenance, any mold growing into your system, you might be able to install the dust-free UV lamp. And these UV lights will generate this UV lighting to create this healthier environment where mold and bacteria won't be able to grow, so that you don't get any nasty smells coming out of the thing when you don't service them often. You are looking for a brand new ductless air conditioner or heat pump? If you don't want to find yourself in a situation where this is what you got and you don't know what to do, I will suggest you for you to walk through our doors. We are located at 9900 Bell Ranch Drive in the city of Santa Fe Springs, California, and we have multiple HVAC options to showcase for you so that you can mix and match to the best of your knowledge and always with no pressure. Shop at your cost, shop what you want, come try them, play with them, turn them on, turn them off, and always full of Trey Strong. Thank you so very much for your time, and I hope this video was self-explanatory. Gracias.